Greetings, everybody. This is Silver Thunder, a gaming squirrel that is extraordinarily ordinary. And welcome back to my Call of Duty Black Ops 1 commentary, just general gaming commentary, I should say, in general. Today we're, like I said, playing some Black Ops 1 Team Deathmatch on the Plutonium mod with Bot Warfare mod installed as well. You're going to see me whip out a sniper rifle and showcase why I don't normally play as a sniper in these games. Definitely scrub status, needs some more practice, but you will see very not too long into this match I will vacillate and switch to a different weapon, and I actually am pretty proud of this match. It's pretty good. I rack up a really nice KD ratio on this one that you'll be able to see. But anyhow, hope everybody is doing well today. I am, well, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And today's topic of discussion is going to be one that is near and dear to my fuzzy little heart, and that is music. Ah, yes. How original Silver Thunder, How, as if not everybody else on planet Earth has an opinion on music, both human and squirrel. But nonetheless, I would love to share with you my perspective and hear yours as well. So at any point, if you feel so inclined during this to throw up what you feel or what you think, or any dissent or agreement in the comments, please do so. But man, music in general, gosh, where do you even begin with something like that? Of course, love music. I guess I could start with my favorite genres. I'm a huge, much to the chagrin of the rest of the neighbors in the forest, I'm a huge metalhead. Really enjoy metalhead. Also, my human avatar loves metal as well. It's interesting because looking at us, you would not really think that we would be purveyors of the heavy metals, but here we are. Oh, new tube into oblivion. Gotta love it. That's what that was my decision to switch to LMG at that point, getting noob tubed. Regardless, I kind of have a personal history, not specifically with metal music in terms of like performing it. I was actually a vocalist for, 2 whopping practices, to put that feather in my cap. But I also sang whenever I was in high tree school. I also played the trumpet. But yeah, ever since, I've always really enjoyed metal music, as I said, jazz, experimental music. I really have an eclectic taste. Guess it's because I have an eclectic brain. We shall never know. But in terms of I want to talk about the albums that really helped shape my music taste and really cemented my appreciation for the genres that I mentioned. And even some that I did not prior. Like I said, I was a bit of a metal elitist. we'll just straight up say I was a metal elitist for the early years in high school. Once I became a metal convert, I was an elitist, breakdowns only, chug chug. Even though the band that I got into did not have that philosophy at all, funnily enough. And that first album that really helped to shape my musical taste and to catalyze my interest in metal rock music was the self-titled album by Demon Hunter. Just Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, it's by Demon Hunter. Anyway, super amazing album. Very new metal, very thrashy, but also like the nice metalcore edge. Highly recommend you check that out. Super singable to this day, and even has some tracks that are pretty accessible to people who are not metalheads like myself, so feel free to check that one out. But yeah, I was a metalhead for a long time. Still am one, but I started really branching more into other genres as I got older. One that I really enjoyed kicking back to recently is the dark atmospheres of trip-hop music. I feel like in many ways I've kind of circled back to the 90s, stuff whenever I was too little of a kid to really appreciate any of the brilliance that was coming out whenever I was first among the world. And one of these albums is probably my favorite trip-hop album. One of my favorites, but I would say it inches out as my favorite. It's a very close race, though, is Mezzadine by Massive Attack. A good transition for metalheads, actually, because it has a lot of the dark, brooding atmosphere that a lot of metal albums have, with a bit of a harder edge in some songs as well. But I really particularly enjoy that one. That is an ear tickler. Really enjoy that. I also branched into the more of the experimental, and I guess you could say, I am not progressive by any means, except in my tastes for metal. And progressive metal, Leprous, The Congregation, one of my absolute all-time favorite albums. Once again, that dark, foreboding. I guess I'm just a really melancholy kind of squirrel, just drawn to that kind of melancholy sound. Yeah, Leprous has, of course, it has some very harder parts, more of the metal edge to it, but a lot of those morose and dark atmospheres that I think, honestly, they seem to be really influenced by trip hop themselves, especially as their discography continued from The Congregation, but highly recommend you check that one out. It's super good. I've always also been an avid person who has always hated country music. Given that my neck of the woods is very much immersed in, I love this kill streak. Yeah, that was probably one of my more prouder moments. Killed almost the entire enemy team. But, anyhow, country music, not my bag, but there is an exception, and it usually lies in the more experimental sides of the genres that I tend to gravitate towards, and that is the band, alternative country band, as they describe it themselves, a 16 horsepower, low estate, super twangy, but has like sludge metal and rock undertones to it. Pretty gritty atmosphere on that one as well. I love the biblical themes that are in it too. It's super solid stuff. Really, really like it. And then, of course, I would be remiss to talk about this list without mentioning the artist that, although Demon Hunter I credit for getting me into metal, this artist really got me into listening to music, and that is Weird Al. Papa, my dad shared Weird Al to me, and I am sharing Weird Al with my kids as well. And it's what can I say about Weird Al that hasn't already been said? Straight Outta Linwood is my favorite, most defining album from him. Well, and this match is probably going to be coming to a close here very shortly. So just want to talk about, in waxing nostalgic about a lot of these music and how they shaped me. One, I want to hear about how different music has shaped you and what albums you recommend. Throw those up in the comments. But want to dote a little bit about the relationship between music and memory. Just I don't know, I feel like that I can really, really remember certain points of my life that are strong, very strongly attached to music. This is an extremely sad example, but whenever I remember the album that I was listening to, and even the track that I was listening to, whenever my wife and I got the news that our beloved dog had passed away. Yeah, I know, hate to bring it down, but it's just really interesting. The music really sticks out to me at that time. And I also remember music at other points in my life as well. But, hey, at this point, whatever music you're playing, we are out of time for this match. This was a nice victory. Really enjoyed this one. And also really enjoyed our discussion about music. I would love to keep talking about this one as more. So if you want another one going into more details about music, about genres, things like that, please let me know. But for now, I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. This has been Silver Thunder, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.